The St. Simon's Lighthouse stands square in the middle of the most visited part of the island. It's the second lighthouse built on the spot, where a harbor light has stood for 2 centuries.
This is the entrance to the St. Simon's Sound, and so this was a very important shipping channel for the ports of both Brunswick and also docks on St. Simon's. The first lighthouse was built in 1810, and it was octagonal in shape, 75 feet tall with a 10-foot lantern on top. The original lighthouse here was constructed with tabby that was actually partially taken from Fort Frederica. Tabby is a mixture of sand and lime and shell that's mixed together to make cement. It also had brick at the very top of the lighthouse.
The first St. Simon's Lighthouse is associated with one very resourceful man who built it and operated it for close to 3 decades.
James Gould was a surveyor from Massachusetts, and when he moved to Georgia and found out that a lighthouse was going to be built here, he was awarded the commission to build a lighthouse, and then President Madison asked him to be the first keeper, and he was keeper until 1837.
Like the early 19th century Tybee Island Lighthouse, the original St. Simon's Light met its end during the American Civil War.
When the Confederate troops withdrew to Savannah, they actually demolished the lighthouse so that the Union Navy could not use it for navigation. Very little was left. A photograph that we have from around 1870 shows only the foundation of the lighthouse. Soon after the Civil War, the federal government realized that a lighthouse was needed here at the St. Simon's Sound. Charles Kleske was awarded the contract to build the St. Simon's Lighthouse. There were specifications for the design of the lighthouse, and those were followed very closely, which meant that we had to have a very sturdy building, which of course can withstand hurricane-force winds. Very sturdy brick building with very thick walls. It was then completed in 1872. People of all ages love to climb the 129 steps of our lighthouse.
One of the real attractions at the St. Simon's Light is the original Keeper's Cottage, a fancy Italianate brick dwelling with just as much character as the lighthouse itself. Inside, visitors find rooms revealing what life was like for the keepers and their families.
Those families were very hardworking. The job of a lighthouse keeper was every day, and of course every night he had to maintain the light, he and his assistants, and usually the whole family was involved. We were often cited in the local newspapers as having the neatest lighthouse, the cleanest lighthouse, immaculately kept lighthouse. That was a very important thing to the lighthouse keepers and to their families.
Today, that tradition of excellence continues.
We're very fortunate to have a 3rd order Fresnel lens. It's the original lens to this tower, and we're fortunate to have it in working order today. Our lens is a local treasure, and we take very good care of it. Our Coast Guard Auxiliary maintains the lens for us, and they spend part of every week cleaning and maintaining our lens.
It takes us 4 minutes to go around, so the code for this lighthouse is a quick flash every 60 seconds. It's some beautiful work in here. It's like velvet. I don't know how they did it.